Jenna Templeton here. Thanks for coming to watch another one of my videos. If you're checking this channel out for the first time, I hope you enjoy this video and feel free to take a look at some of my other videos on this channel. So today, this is actually a video that I've been wanting to share since I started this YouTube channel, and subscribers may have probably seen in one of my very first pen pal ideas video, I featured this illustrated letter. So that was in one of my first videos about a year or so ago. So yeah, I wanted to create something a little bit special for my pen pals. So in this video today, I wanted to share some ideas on how you can make an illustrated letter for your pen pal. So a lot of the questions that I tend to get is something like, what would I include in a pen pal letter? I guess for people who maybe could be doing pen paling for the first time, or you want to get back into it and you're not too sure what to include in a pen pal letter. So some people might also feel uncomfortable about sharing some details about themselves to a person that they might not know well quite yet. So this is also a fun way of how you can share little details about yourself, but not getting too personal until I guess you get to know that you're pen pal. And it's a fun way to just come up with new ideas of how you can share your likes, hobbies and interests and what's going on in your life at that point in time, or details about your country in a fun and different way from a usual pen pal letter. So yeah, the idea came about for doing this illustrated letter is just because I wanted to share a few details about myself to my pen pal, but I was kind of repeating the same thing again and again to all my pen pals. And I love writing handwritten letters, and I do write handwritten letters, but I just wanted to share some ideas that you might want to use for an introduction letter. So an introduction letter is something that we kind of include our hobbies, likes and interests, bits about ourselves, where we live, just little details about that, things that are unique to our countries to share to our pen pals. And I guess doing these type of letters, I don't know if you're saying to me, but they are a bit repetitive. So, I want them to feel unique and special for that pen pal. This is kind of like a little bit about my hobbies, likes and interests and things that I enjoy, and I guess my social media details. Some of this can change, like the things that I'm watching and the current sounds, they change, but these are firm favorites. And the beauty of this is that you can do any theme that you want. So this was an introduction letter. Now I don't have the original of this one because I sent it to my pen pal, so this is a photocopy. So you can either do an original letter and you can send them the original letter, that's lovely, kind of what I did with this one, or you can keep the original, which is what I did with this one, and I color photocopied this. So I scanned it and I printed a few copies out and I send them to my lovely pen pals. So this one's more of an illustrated letter where it's got more letter details. Does anyone remember all those kind of kids picture books where it like story will start out in a sentence and then instead of using the word it will use like a picture in place of where the word would be? Well, that's kind of what the idea for this particular pen pal letter was. And I just wanted to include some really cute details about myself. And then I've left this part blank where it says dear, and I've left this part blank where it says date. So I can easily photocopy this, scan it and photocopy this and send it to my pen pal. So like I said, I love writing handwritten letters. I think that's very important. But for some introduction letters, I will include this and also maybe this one. And if they are sending the letter to you first, then a great way is what I normally do is I'll send them this main letter still because they normally ask a bit about where I live and what I like, and then on another piece of paper I'll probably draft out some handwritten notes like questions they might have asked me, so answers to that. So that's a way that you can kind of still send your introduction letter or your illustrated letter, but then you're still answering and being personal with a note about some questions they might have asked you. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you like this idea for an illustrated letter? Would you be doing one yourself? I really am enjoying doing these illustrated letters because you can just theme them so many different ways. So I wanted to give you some examples of the illustrated letter today, as well as draw one here on camera. So for the one I'm going to draw, I think I might do, oh, there's so many things I could do really. But I think for this one, I'm going to do an illustrated letter on some things that I like to swap with my pen pals. So also just another examples of some of my other illustrated letters. So this was actually for a story that I did for a magazine, and it was just about the joy, finding the joy in every day and doing little things that make you happy. And I just wanted to show you this because I've done a few little illustrations in regards to some of the things that you can do. So that could be like another idea of something you can do for an illustrated letter. Also in 2016, I've been doing December Daily. I don't know if you've heard about December Daily. I'm looking at doing a video on that just to talk about it a bit more because I'm really getting excited about my Christmas journaling and planning. But yeah, I did this little postcard for December Daily. I illustrated my decorations that were hanging on my Christmas tree that year. So that could be something you could include in your Christmas mail. And I do have a video on Christmas mail, and in that video it includes a few DIYs, so check that video out if you haven't yet, or check it out again if you have. So I did this little Christmas illustrated letter that you can see the full DIY of me making this in the video. And what I did was I illustrated some little Christmas pictures which I turned into stickers, and I placed it onto this just plain pink paper, and I drew some lines here and I decorated with stickers and washi tape. So that's just another little idea of how you can kind of take illustration into your pen pal mail. If you guys do your own illustrated letters after seeing this video, feel free to contact me on here on YouTube. I love hearing from you guys in the comments, and I also feel free to send me pictures also via my Instagram at Jenna Templeton. And yeah, I look forward to seeing all your amazing creations, and let me know. So for this how to draw illustrated pen pal letter, you don't need any snazzy papers, pens or texters. Really just use what you have and what you feel comfortable with. If you do love to draw or paint, feel free to use paints or watercoloring. I love to get more into watercolors, and I've got some special videos coming up hopefully in the near future on that. So yeah, use your favorite tools and materials to do your letters. You could even use, do collaging. If you checked out my mail art video, you could do maybe a nice collage and add some information around those collages as well. So I'm just gonna try and draw some things that I love to receive or sort with pen pals. So I did a mistake here because when I'm busy concentrating, I always do a mistake. Okay, so what are we gonna do here, guys? Let's, real-time mistakes. You know what, it might not be what I intended, but we're gonna go. I'm gonna get into my scrap paper situation. I know I could just start again, but no. Looks kind of cool actually. Scrap bit of paper, like I could have got another bit of paper and started again, but I just kind of like how this has turned out now. Just kind of added something, a little something on the paper. unfortunately shut off while I was halfway finishing this. So I'm so sorry, but I was just illustrating, and so I've added some other pen pal favorites. I've got my die cuts, some journaling treats, paper ephemera, of course a letter. I've got some rubber stamp samples, so that's when you use rubber stamps to stamp them on like papers and things like that. You can share them. Of course, surprises and Japanese stationery, tea. I love black tea. I'm trying to try all different types of like English breakfast type teas and things like that. And souvenirs, there's my little origami koala, and I've got a cute packaging. You could give yourself the option to scan and photocopy this, so then you've got a non-colored in version, because you might want to just send it to your pen pals as a sketch, or you might even want to send it so they could even color it in themselves. So that's like a few extra little bonus ideas. Jenna's tips. And now I think I'm going to try and go ahead and color at this end. Let's get coloring. I hope you enjoyed this little illustrated letter video. Please give this a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to this channel, it'll be greatly appreciated. And yeah, even if you do one of these guys, I've got an open PO box. Anyone can send me mail at this point. I do my best to reply back to people. Or if you just want to send something as like a, I don't know, just a hello or a little gift for me that you've done this illustrated letter, I'd love to hear from you. So thanks guys, I'll see you in my next video. That's my little illustrated pen pal letter on some of my pen pal favorites, and I hope this has inspired you to get drawing and illustrating and just having fun with your pen pal letters and coming up with different ways to share, I guess, your unique story with your pen pal friends. So thanks guys, I'll see you soon. Happy mail days. Bye for now.